You're watching Prime News at 7. Your news now.
Welcome back, everyone. About 68% of Americans have experienced some type of childhood trauma. With such a high number, one local nonprofit wants to help families, churches, and professionals better serve children impacted by adoption or foster care. And Gloria DeBose with the Bethlehem Center is here to tell us a little bit more about this conference coming up this weekend. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Emily.
So what is this Empowered to Connect conference?
It's a conference that teaches adults how to better serve children that have been impacted by foster care, adoption, or trauma. You know, you mentioned that statistic earlier that 68% of Americans have faced some sort of childhood trauma, and that is just a huge deal. We don't think about how it impacts people, but it impacts everything, including day-to-day functioning, ability to make decisions, and it's a really, really big deal.
And it impacts them later than life.
Yes, that's right. It very much has effects. You know, these studies show that when a child experiences trauma, it actually rewires the brain. So take a child, for example, that is growing up. You know, they cry and they cry and they cry, and when their mom comes, they stop crying because why? She meets their needs. You know, it may be that the child is hungry, or it may be that the child wants to be held, but she meets their needs, and the child is learning how to communicate with that parent. Well, when someone has experienced, say, neglect, and they're not having those needs met, it just shuts them down. And so there's that rewiring, and they're taught that my needs, natural and well needed, are not met, and it causes them to lose their voice. So we're excited about this conference because it helps adults build relationships with children that have been impacted, again, by foster care, adoption, and trauma, so that they can create a safe and empowering space for those children to be able to grow and for that brain to start to be rewired.
It's so important for kids nowadays. And how can people sign up to attend this conference?
They can visit as in the Bethlehem Center.org/empowered to connect. They can also just call us at 423-266-1384, extension 3 for more information. And even the day of, they can show up at the conference. It'll be on Friday and Saturday at Hickston United Methodist Church. And they can just show up Friday morning around 9 or 9:30 and get registered. And even if they just want to attend one day, that's okay.
And is there a cost for it?
There is. It's $25 for individuals and $35 for couples, but scholarships are also available. We know that this conference can make a huge, huge difference. You know, we have somebody that worked with that has adopted 3 children that works with us at the Beth, and is always in a cross-cultural background and a background with a lot of youth. And it has so changed the way that she relates to her children and parents them. You know, she has one from Haiti and one from Taiwan and one from China. So she is really working to attack those traumas, you know, that even her own children have experienced. And so if people can't attend because of finances, we encourage them to come anyways. We want them there, and we're willing to do what it takes to have people come to the conference.
And they can learn a lot at this conference. Thanks so much for coming on the show, Gloria. Here is Patrick with another check on your weather.